Welcome to the Faith Stories of Our Saviors. Today we talk with Orv Rannow. Orv is a husband, a dad, a grandpa, and a great-grandpa, also an avid fisherman. Orv worked here as the custodian for 27 years, and Orv has an incredible faith. So today we welcome Orv. Thanks for listening and joining in with us today. The first question I'm going to ask you is, what does your faith mean to you, or when have you been impacted by your faith? You mentioned something about one of your nephews. Can you tell us about that?
Okay, my nephew was in a coma for 8 weeks, and I prayed to God while I was working at church every day, every hour, and he come to tell me, the Lord tells me to take a hair out of my head and try to wake him up with the hair, but it didn't work. Mm-hmm. Then God come to me in church and told me when I was working, no, the hair out of his head, and tell him the spiders were coming to wake up. Mm-hmm. And he woke up.
Wow! So you felt like that was a miracle.
It was powerful when you're in church. Mm-hmm. Church is a very powerful place to pray. Mm-hmm.
So, Orv, you started working at Our Saviors in 1987.
Yep.
When did you retire?
Let's see, 7 years ago would be?
7 years ago, so around 2012, 2013,
yep.
Sometime around there. So you worked here for a long time.
27 years.
27 years. That's wonderful. And I was lucky enough to work with you for 23 of those years. So tell me what this church means to you, what the people of Our Saviors mean to you.
Their friendship, their loving understanding, mm-hmm. and make you feel like you really want it. Mm-hmm. It's a place that it's in my heart that will always be there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. You'll make me cry too, because we really enjoyed working together, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So, the people here mean a lot to you. I remember one time, now, since I was the youth and Sunday school person here for a long time, I remember coming to you many times to apologize and say, Orv, I'm really sorry, but there's popcorn all over the youth room. Or, oh no, we spilled all of the glue. Or, there's glitter everywhere. And I remember you said to me, that's okay, Kathy. I'm just glad the kids are here. So what did that mean to your faith that you got to be part of really helping raise our kids in the Christian faith by what your job was?
Well, I loved the kids, and I loved whatever they did would make mistakes. I would make sure I tried to clean it up, mm-hmm. and be blessed that they were here in the church just to be here. It's mm-hmm. a very powerful.
Did you ever think about the impact you were having on the kids, even though I'm the one that was maybe working directly with the kids? You had a big impact too. Did you ever think about that?
I always tried to guide them that I cared about every child that was here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think they could feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know one of your other big interests is to fish.
Yes.
So when you're out fishing, do you look around and think about God at all? Or what is it about being out there you enjoy?
God showed me where the fish are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
One time I had so many fish, I had invited 40 people over, come and join fish. I have so much, I mm-hmm. gotta give it away. I cannot feed. Mm-hmm. I'm like to believe like Jesus said, come and eat.
Yeah, like there's enough for everybody.
Enough for everybody.
We have enough to share. And I know you shared some of that fish with me through the years too. Yes. So thank you. Do you like being out in your boat where it's calm and it's you see God's creation. Do you enjoy that part of it?
Yeah, it's the comfort of being in the air and enjoying it. Just being outside is just amazing. And the sun's beating on you, and just like the power of the Lord is coming right to you.
Yeah, you experience that in creation. Another question I wanted to ask you is, who are people in your faith that have been important to you? People that have helped you along the way with your faith. Do you have some people in your life through the years that had an impact on you?
I had a grandpa I was only real young. He was always believed in going to church and stuff. So,
So that impacted you.
that impacted me big time.
What about some of the pastors you worked with? I know on Sunday we were talking about one of the pastors we both worked with. Are there pastors that helped you as you worked here?
Well, Stan Olson really made an impact on me. I mean, he's a powerful paper pastor. He is just great. And the pastors and stuff got together, and I couldn't ever read very good. And they got me some teachers that learned me how to read, which I thought I'd never be able to read. And I can sit down and read the magazine or the paper, and I don't know what's in the paper.
Wow, so early on here, the pastors here helped you get some help to learn to read. And I believe maybe even somebody from our congregation was one of your teachers.
Yes, they was.
Yeah. So that is really God at work helping you in your life, for sure.
Made so great opinion, I even went and got an engineer degree, which all my family don't have no degrees at all. When I talk to about a degree, they say, well, what kind of degree you got? Oh, I have an engineer degree. How did you get that? You could barely read when you were young. Well, because the church stood behind me, got me help. So.
Yeah, so that helped you with your work here, with running the heating system and all of those things. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's wonderful.
My nose is running.
Are there other things about your faith that you would like to share with the people of Our Saviors about, maybe favorite Christmases or hymns or times here that have been special to you in your faith?
Well, I love Christmas because there's so much joy around everybody that's in the church and stuff. It's just such a good feeling to be here.
Yeah, it is a special time, and then when we have those candles and we sing, and it's very beautiful. This year was different, of course, but yeah, that's a really beautiful time. Yeah, I think those were some of the things I wanted to ask you, and you've already talked about how important prayer is to you and how you would pray so often while you were working. Yeah.
Every hour on the hour.
Yeah, that's pretty beautiful.
And each hour of the day, I pray every hour for thank the Lord for this and thank for that. Thanks Him for the snow and the sun and everything else.
So, any other things you want to say about how you live out your faith, either at Our Savior's or other places? How you live what you believe?
I believe that there's a God in this world that if you believe Him strong enough, He will tell you everything what you want to know.
He'll help guide your life.
He'll help you guide your life.
And give you strength when life is hard.
It's really hard sometimes. Some days you don't know, I don't know what I'm going to do today, Pray to God and He shows you the way. He just shows what you should do.
Well, your faith is inspiring, and as someone who got to work with you, I did see you live your faith every day in the great care with which you took care of this church building, and how you really saw it as a ministry, that you were serving God when you were working here and serving God's people, and truly a blessing to many through your work here and your work in the community and all you've done to help people in your life. So
the house of worship should be the cleanest house there is. And that's my goal. I always had a clean house. And
Yeah.
Couldn't find any dirt. One guy said one day, there's a spider web underneath the pew. I said, that spider web probably came overnight.
Yeah. Yes.
Down from the big beam that came down.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of upset myself. How can I miss that? You know?
Yeah. Well, more than one person said to me through the years too, when they'd come here for a meeting from another church of, wow, your church looks really good. So that was your ministry, and what a blessing it was, and what a blessing you are, continue to be and are for your family.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you for sharing some of your story, Orv. I know there's much more.
Yes, there would be.
Yeah. But we appreciate your sharing your faith with us and how God has impacted your life.
If you're in church praying, He always answers your prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Church is a very powerful place to be.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it's just that people got to go to church. If you go to church, you can,
Mm-hmm.
He'll listen to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a place where you really can get focused on your faith and thank God, but also gain strength for the rest of the week.
That's right.
So, well, thank you, Orv, for sharing your story, and thank you for all you do for our Saviors and in the past and continue to do. So,